This river that flows through Mabira Forest is one of the major water bodies acting as a catchment for trees in the forest. The water levels at River Musamya, which supplies drinking water to over 5,000 people in Mukono District, are still high, as can be seen from the water gushing out of this bridge. But the brown color of the water is a sign of pollution. As we traced the source of the river, I soon realized that the pollution begins upstream in the sugar plantation owned by the sugar company of Uganda, SCOL, that releases waste into the river. So, why is this waste allowed into what appears to have been a wetland before?
The toxins aren't too many, and the assumption is by the time the river flows through that period, the toxins have either evaporated or are dilute and are not dangerous. And then there's also they flow through a wetland, which stops the quick flow and absorbs those toxins. That's why we have wetlands, and you'll find that most factories are located where there's a wetland nearby.
The waste with a pungent smell from the sugar factory was clearly directed through the swamp using trenches. The swamp is now home to fresh, recently planted sugar canes. The two channels of effluent pour into River Musamya, and along the way, they head to River Sezibwa that is not far from the effluent entry point. However, residents here have intensified the effects of pollution by cultivating on the riverbanks, making it difficult for the banks to filter the running water.
However much they do, they don't dump anything acidic into the river, into the water.
NEMA has educated, NEMA has enforced, NEMA has evicted them, but you evict them for a month and they have gone back. I mean, you can't keep going to the same river over and over 100 times.
As the river snails its way into Mabira Forest, it's clear that the toxicity of the water is impacting negatively on the vegetation nearby, which is now drying up fast. The water also leaves behind large chunks of mud after it filters through the vegetation. The forest cover has also been affected since the river acts as a source of water for the trees, which have also been affected by the toxic water.
But we are worried that we are losing some important tree species like the Prunus africana, the tree that cures prostate cancer. The birds like the African fish eagles, the francolins cannot stay near that stench, and even the aquatic life is so much affected.
For the ecotourism developers in the area, who have since discovered Griffin Falls, a good tourism site, the pollution is not doing them justice. This is Griffin Falls right here in Mabira Forest, one of the best tourist attractions in this area. However, this beauty has gone to waste because of the water pollution in this area that makes the stench so bad that you can hardly spend even 30 minutes standing here. So, what solutions does the community have for the pollution?
We want to plant an artificial swamp, papyrus swamp, to filtrate the acid, to filtrate the chemicals before they get onto further places of the area.
Efforts to reach SCOL for a comment were futile. National Environment Watchdog NEMA has ordered the company to reduce the amount of wastewater from 1,200 cubic meters to 1,055 cubic meters by the end of this year. Craig Kadoda, ANTV, EcoTalk.